Hello everyone, and thank you for tuning in today to another Izzy the Tech Guy video. Today we're on episode 6. We're going to be discussing top limit fetch and first for beginner SQL. Again, we're going to continue here. We're using w3school as the guide or the outline for this class. So today we're going to go ahead and get started. Jump right in here. Now, when you're working with a table and you're not sure of what's in the table, or you want to verify something or just pull just random data, you can use a function called top limit or fetch or first in SQL. And just what w3school says about that. So the select top clause is used to specify the number of records returned. So if you want like 5 records returned, 10 records, or whatever it may be, you can use this clause to state how many records you want to return. Now, one thing you have to be aware of when it comes to different database systems, like MySQL supports limit clause, and then Oracle uses fetch first, row only, and ROWNUM. ROWNUM, I believe, is used in the older version of Oracle, so that's one thing you have to be in mind. So speaking of SQL Server and Microsoft Access, the syntax for that one will be like this. So select top, number or percent column names, and you list the column names. And you do that, and you select that from the table, and you can ask with the top condition, you can add a where clause to that. So that's something that you want to keep in mind. You don't just select top 10 and it returns. You can like select top 10 where country is Mexico, wherever it may be. So you can add a condition in there. MySQL is a little different. Instead of having top here, it has selects the column names from where condition, and then at the end is where you come and put the limit number. Oracle, again, it's almost the same thing, but different verbiage is used. Select from, here's the order by. So after the order by, you put your fetch first numbers and row only. In older Oracle, they have a condition where you do row num is less than or equal to 10, whatever it may be. And here it is again, the syntax with the order by. So it goes through all the syntax that you can do. So we're going to get our hands dirty here. Here's a portion of the database that we're going to use. We're going to use the customer table. Let's go ahead and try it yourself. So right here, what it's doing is just selecting the top 3 columns. So let's try it ourselves. So select top 3 star from customers. So this, what I'm expecting to see from this is every column be returned. So let's run SQL, and here we go. So how it's stored in the database, we get the name, the contact name, the address, city, postal code, country. So we get 3. We can change it if we want. Let's see if this will work. Let's change it to 10. Run SQL. Bam. 10 records come back. So that's quick and easy how you do it. Now let's see what other options we have. Okay, so this one right here is for MySQL. So select star from customers, limit 3. So let's try this as well. Hit the run SQL. Again, same thing happened. If we change it to 10, we should see 10. 10. Now, for whatever reason, if you change this and you're getting the error message, go ahead and just refresh the page or go back here and do the try yourself again. I don't know what the hiccup may be, but sometimes you'll run into a little hiccup on this site that I noticed where you'll do the limit, you'll change the limit, and it, for whatever reason, just goes haywire. Okay, so now we've done the top 3. We did the limit for MySQL, and now let's do the first 3 row nums. Which this one, okay, I don't think they're gonna let us try this one. This one is for Oracle, so I guess they don't have a try it yourself here, so we're not gonna try this one. But if you are using an Oracle database system, this is how you do it. Fetch first 3 rows only. And another thing is you can do a percentage. So let's say I just want to see what 40% of the data look like, or what 50% of the data look like. You can do that. So we'll hit try it yourself here. Let me close these extra windows I have here. So select top 50% from customers, and if we run that, we get 46 rows because I believe we have 91 records, so 50% is about, and we can change this here, 30%. So about 28 records. If we want to see 28%, 30% of our data, here's what it looks like. You know, again, apply this to however your condition may require it. So that's if you want to do percentage. And here's another example here if you're doing an Oracle, how you do the percent. So fetch first, 50% rows only. And here is a good example where we can throw in a where clause. So select top 3 from customer where the country is Germany. So let's go ahead and run this. And the difference with this compared to what we had before is this one has a where clause. Let's do top 30. Run SQL. And we only get number of records back 11. So now if you look at this, we said top 30 and we only got 11 back, and that's because of the where condition. Because we only have a total of 11 records that the country is Germany, it caps us at 11, so we don't get top 30. So we could do top 10 and we'll be missing one from the total. Top 10 will get us that. So again, the where condition. So because I have this where condition, I don't have 30 results in that where condition. So that's the reason why you saw earlier it didn't return back 30. Let's see here another example. Again, this is MySQL. Same thing again. I'm not going to do this one, but I think you understand it now. It's like the wording is different. This one's limit 3. Up here, top 3. So the following SQL, let's jump down to this one. The following SQL statement shows the equivalent example of Oracle. Again, here's Oracle fetch first 30 rows only. And this is with the where condition. So you see where the where clause is at. And in Oracle and MySQL, it comes, the limit condition comes after ends. All right, let's go to the next page. Is this the... Okay, this is next week's lesson. So we're not going to jump into min max. So let's do a little recap. I don't think we had any checks this week. Let me go down here. Okay, so there's nothing down here this week. So I wrote up a little bit if we look at our outline that we've been following. So if we look at it here, so first thing, generate a report of 3 to 5 random data in each table. Okay, so let's try that ourselves. So between 3 to 5. So we did customer. Let's do order details. So order details. And let's get rid of the where clause. And let's run. Okay, the Microsoft database and you cannot find the input table query order details. So I spelled something wrong. Order details. Hopefully I can spell this time the right way. Yep, look at that. We got 10 records back. So order details. Now let's go back to make sure we're following what was given to us. Okay, generate reports of 3 to 5 random data in each table. So that was order details. Now we can try with the orders. Shippers table we would have to do with 3 only since we only have a total of 3 records, and I'm looking at here to tell how many records I have. Suppliers we can do 5, we can do 6, whatever we may want. And then display 20% of the data in each table. So that, I'm going to show you guys a quick and dirty way. I'm going to do this. Copy, let's see if this, I'm just trying this out. This might not work, but hey, it's worth a try. So we got our table names, delete. And then let's go ahead and delete this here. I'm going to see if I can run. I've never tried this before from this website. But let me try it this time. So what I'm doing, I'm trying to run multiple queries in one window here. Yeah, I don't think it's going to let me because I don't think it's letting me. Okay, let me add another semicolon. Semicolon. Alright, let's do top, and let's do, this one will be 8. And then we're going to do a percentage. I like to do a percentage. I'm just going back here, 50%. Copy this here. And again, this might not work, this might work, but hey. That's not highlighting right, top 50% star. So we might strike out here. it's just not highlighting the way I want it to. So let's delete everything else here. Let's see if I can run all these queries together. Yeah, so it's not gonna let us run all of it. So let's just do it one at a time. I thought it'd be smart and try to run them all. So let's run this. Okay, so top 10% out of the categories table, only one record comes back because we only have 8 records. If we do this one here, order details, let's do order details. And one thing that's throwing me off here, I'd expect this to be highlighted in blue, but for whatever reason it's not. For example, if you look here, certain words that are reserved, usually they'll be highlighted in blue, like top is reserved, it's highlighted in blue, percent should be reserved. But for whatever reason here it's not doing it, so we'll look at that another day. So run this, 52 records because we have 518 records, which is what we expect. What table have we looked at suppliers? Let's try suppliers. Top 10%, run, nice. We get 3 records. Suppliers has almost 30 records, so we get 3. And then let's throw a where clause in here. Let's say where, oops, spelled something wrong here. Where country, let's do country. Oh, let's use our not in. I don't know if I showed that yet, but we could do that. Instead of saying not null, we can say not in USA. Run that. I believe we should get query without query expression country not in. Okay, forgot about that. Whenever you use a not in, because you're usually listing several at this time, but I'm not this time, you have to have your parentheses. So let me go ahead and run it again. Okay, so we got UK, Japan, Spain. So we still get our 3 records because it's 10% of what's in the data. And here's 10% that's not in the USA. So here's where we had our where clause. And another way I could write this, since it's not, again, this is not null, so I can use the equal or the greater than or less than signs. Okay, Tokyo, Japan. Let's do where country is not null. Let's see what we get here. Again, we're implementing things that we've learned in the past and we're adding them here. So select top 10% from suppliers where country is not null. Let's do is null. I expect 0, but let's just do it and see what we get. 0, because everything in this table has a country, is not null. So okay, so I believe we touched base on everything today. So we did the top 10%. We displayed 20% of the data. I think we did 10% this time, but you get the gist of what we're doing here. We went through what SQL Server versus MySQL versus Oracle. So hopefully you enjoyed this lesson today. Please give it a thumbs up, like, comment, and share with anybody else that you know that's trying to learn here. And next week, let's do a little preview of what we're going to be learning next time. Is the min and max functions, so aggregate functions. So this is, again, that should be another short episode. And again, I thank you guys for tuning in today, and you guys have a wonderful day.